I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
In May, make Benny's your one-stop shop for appliances. We have Sankey refrigerators, stoves, microwaves, washers and dryers, freezers, smart TVs, and so much more for up to 19% off. Get amazing deals for mom and appliances all May long, and don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase to be a part of our Homecation raffle to win $10,000 in December. Benny's, quality and savings.
This Saturday, get ready to fire it up down south. 6 grill warriors, 4 weekends, 1 national grill master. The heat is on as top contenders battle it out for $2,000 cash prize. Contestants will be judged on juiciness, presentation, and pure grilling power. But watch out, contestants can be voted off by their own rivals. Join us for food, fire, and fierce competition in Placencia, May 24th, 31st, and the grand finale, June 7th at Doyle Smoke Yard and Catering. Call 620-7147 or 627-62 for more information. Grill Master Competition, who will reign supreme at the flames? Proudly sponsored by Grill Master, Beef Masters, Rustino's Imports, and Plus TV. Other sponsors include Tri Fitness Club, Alan Paradise Hotel.
In the headlines for this evening's newscast, Belize Family Court driver Raymond Belgrave killed in a road traffic accident. Spooner's Cafe drops charges against the retired nurse, and Belize Bureau of Standards hosts open day in Belmopan. These and other stories coming up next in Plus News. Stay tuned.
This is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
This Saturday, get ready to fire it up down south. 6 grill warriors, 4 weekends, 1 national grill master. The heat is on as top contenders battle it out for $2,000 cash prize. Contestants will be judged on juiciness, presentation, and pure grilling power. But watch out, contestants can be voted off by their own rivals. Join us for food, fire, and fierce competition in Placencia, May 24th, 31st, and the grand finale, June 7th at Doyle Smoke Yard and Catering. Call 620-7147 or 627-62 for more information. Grill Master Competition, who will reign supreme at the flames? Proudly sponsored by Grill Master, Beef Masters, Rustino's Imports, and Plus TV. Other sponsors include Tri Fitness Club, Alan Paradise Hotel.
evening and welcome to Plus News for Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. I am Julian Cruz. Raymond Belgrave, also known as Heavy D, the long-serving driver of the Belize family court, has passed away following a road traffic accident earlier today. According to reports, Belgrave was on official court duties in a government of Belize-issued vehicle traveling outside of a range walk. When approaching a roundabout, that was when he lost control and flipped into a nearby fence before landing on the other side. It is believed that during the incident, Belgrave suffered a fatal injury. His death came as a heavy blow for his surviving loved ones, with his older brother, building contractor Elwin Belgrave, passing away just 4 months ago in January of this year. Heavy D is remembered as a beloved father and a respected member of the judiciary's support staff. Spooner's Cafe in Belize City has announced that they will be dropping the charges against 46-year-old Edie McDougall. On Saturday, May 17, McDougall visited the cafe where she ordered oxtail, a Sprite, a blueberry scone, and a beer, which amounted to $48.25. When it was time to pay, McDougall's debit card was declined. She reportedly told management that someone would bring the money for her, but no one ever came, prompting Spooners to file a police report against the woman. McDougall was charged with obtaining services by deception and offered bail in the sum of $500, which she could not meet. So she was remanded to the Belize Central Prison. Following news of her arrest, one of McDougall's family members posted on Facebook stating that Edie is mentally unstable and needs medical attention. The public quickly caught wind of the story, demanding that Spooner's Cafe drop the charges against McDougall. Today, Spooners issued a statement on their Facebook page stating that they would be dropping the charges against 46-year-old Edie McDougall. The statement by Spooners reads, and we quote, "Our intention was never to criminalize hardship. It was merely a situation where service was rendered and payment could not be made. This is clearly an incident that could have happened at any business. This incident and the individual involved call for a greater degree of sensitivity and understanding than we exercised in the moment. We acknowledge the pain this has caused, particularly given her service to our country as a nurse and the possibility that she may be struggling in more ways than one. For this, we hope and pray that she can find someone to assist, some assistance in her condition. We have since dropped all charges," end quote. McDougall has since been released from the Belize Central Prison. That's a very good one. On Monday, May 19, standing House committee members were held at the George Price Center for Peace and Development, where the proposed Families Bill 2025 was discussed. Several organizations were present at the meeting, where the committee received both written and oral submissions on the proposed bill. The presenter of the bill at the last House meeting described the bill as a transformative step towards stronger family support systems. The bill outlines rights and procedures around guardianship and custody of children, even allowing single men to adopt female children. Yesterday, organizations including orphanages and school managements spoke about some of their concerns regarding aspects of the proposed bill. We heard from Melissa Fisher, who was representing Laugh Out Loud Children's Home in the Toledo district, a children's home that has been in operation for the past 18 years. Fisher told us why she traveled all the way from the south to the capital city to be at yesterday's meeting.
Coming to speak on behalf of those, oh gosh, I'm going to get emotional. Those that don't have a voice, the children. For as long as we've been doing this, I know that the kids are not given the voice that they need when it comes to being from broken homes and coming into the system. So I'm speaking on their behalf that as people make policy, that they understand that this affects actual human beings. This affects the children. It affects our future. It's from generation to generation. So as we come into this and we're looking at changing policies, that we look at the voice of the child and we allow them to have a voice.
Fisher says that Laugh Out Loud also had an attorney review the bill and receive feedback on several areas of concern. She further explained.
We had an attorney from Paraguay, actually. She does worldwide advocating for children, and there's a lot of areas that we are not up to the standard for worldwide protection of children. And so she drafted a 92-page document for us, specifically pointing out each one of those things, and some of those. And actually, number one thing was the voice of the child, that they deserve to be a part of their case and to speak on behalf of themselves if they're able. Also, hiring a guardian ad litem, which is someone who advocates for the child. Our children do not have their own personal advocates. They have social workers, but the social worker is working on behalf of the whole entire family, everybody involved. And so advocating for the children to be represented as well and have someone who is advocating solely for them, as well as just adoption policies and things that happen in regards to that.
Charmaine Sanders also made a presentation at yesterday's meeting. She represented both Grant-Aided Management Authority of Schools, GAMAS, and Haven House, a shelter for battered women and their children.
And then there was one other thing that stood out for me from a child's perspective is adaptation. And when they're adopting the children, there are some missing links, and I think the link is there in the Schedule 3, where it speaks to foster, how you foster a child, and what are those requirements, inclusive of they need to be with families that are from their same culture. They need to be with families that speak at least understand the language. And then there's a very specific requirement for that they must align with where the child has been associated with religion. But that is not prominent in adoption. In the adoption part, you don't see that. And I think that the foster care has the basis for the adoption.
Okay.
Besides orphanages, women's shelters, school managements, principal associations, and other organizations, there was also a presentation from the churches. Former Senator for the Church, Bishop Alvin Bengusha, was also present. We also heard from the president of NEAB, Pastor Sante Valencia. He says that the church simply wants to ensure that when it comes to families and children, that the language being used in the bill would not be left open to interpretation. He explained.
There are certain clauses in there that we have little concerns, and which we should have concerns and questions about. And we want to ensure that we have the right laws passed, because we know that the PCC have been working very hard in trying to see where we go with the Constitution and what we put in, what we take out, and so forth. And we realize that there are people that have agendas that would love to put things in there to their own convenience or benefits, which we stand in solidarity with what is right and what is best for our country, for our nation, especially where family is concerned. Whenever you touch the topic of family, defining rightfully what you mean when you say family. And then when we talk about involving children in the family, and if we notice some of these things here when we talk about the children's rights and all of this, define these things right in here, because we don't want to just have some blanket statements here where it's open to interpret in whatever kind of way, because we have attorneys that could come in and say, well, this is what it says here, but who could say what it exactly meant? So we want to ensure that what is written is the right thing that will stand firm, even if you have to go to a court of law. Today we're here, and we hope that we could have some inputs in, okay, explain this to us, clear it up a little for us, in order that we're not blindly walking to and say, well, we consulted the church and the church gives its amen. No, we want to ensure that the Belizean people from the grassroots level could understand, because it's important that the grassroots level people understand also what is it all about, right?
Pastor Scott Sturm, the vice president of NEAB, also shared similar concerns.
I know friends that have had to flee, literally flee from European countries because in the education system, the government education system in those European countries is pushing stuff that they don't believe in. And when they tried to step forward to homeschool their children, other families were having their children taken away from them just because of they wanted to homeschool their children. These people had to flee from their country. They're living in other places, and so we see these efforts that are taking place all over the globe. And so when we see certain words that are just kind of left open, that one person is going to determine what's the best interest of the child, and so we want to urge for greater clarity. We want to make sure that this is a good bill that's accomplishing the purpose that it should be doing. And it's something we're very concerned about as a church.
The committee also heard presentations in the form of testimonials from 3 young women who shared their own personal experiences with the child protection system in Belize. The Belize Bureau of Standards hosts Consumer Rights Open Day in Belmopan. That happened today. We'll give you more on that right after this break.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
This Saturday, get ready to fire it up down south. 6 grill warriors, 4 weekends, 1 national grill master. The heat is on as top contenders battle it out for $2,000 cash prize. Contestants will be judged on juiciness, presentation, and pure grilling power. But watch out, contestants can be voted off by their own rivals. Join us for food, fire, and fierce competition in Placencia, May 24th, 31st, and the grand finale, June 7th at Doyle Smoke Yard and Catering. Call 620-7147 or 600-2762 for more information. Grill Master Competition, who will reign supreme at the flames? Proudly sponsored by Grill Master, Beef Masters, Rustino's Imports, and PlusTV. Other sponsors include Tri Fitness Club, Alan Paradise Hotel.
How is electricity sourced, transmitted, and distributed? We'll explain how we get power to you safely for your everyday use. BEL purchases most of the power you use from independent power producers in Belize and Mexico. The energy we provide to customers comes from a mix of renewable and non-renewable sources such as hydro, biomass, fossil fuel, solar, and a combination of sources from CFE. More than half of the energy produced in Belize is from renewable sources, making Belize #1 in the Caribbean and #2 in all of North and Central America. So how does this power get to your home? High voltage electricity moves for long distances from where it is generated along transmission lines that deliver to substations countrywide where the voltage is reduced. The lower voltage electricity is then transported by power lines to transformers on your neighborhood utility poles. The transformer further reduces the voltage so that electricity can make its way into your homes through your meters. How are electricity rates determined? The Public Utilities Commission, PUC, sets electricity rates on a cost recovery basis. BEL projects the amount of electricity customers will need and the cost of buying and distributing it. Together, BEL and PUC use these projections to do a full tariff review every 4 years and annual reviews. The public is informed of these proceedings, so they have a say. The rates approved by PUC reflects the total cost of BEL to serve customers divided by the entire amount of electricity used by customers. If projections are too high and result in overcollection, rates are reduced going forward. When projections are too low and result in undercollection, rates are increased in future tariff review periods to recover losses. If we buy power from producers that cost less, we can charge less. This is why we are focused on securing new, cheaper sources of energy like solar power. What other solutions do we plan to introduce soon? AMI or smart meters. These provide real-time information on consumption and empowers customers to manage their bills. Solar energy. We are looking forward to adding solar generation to our mix and offer rooftop solar PV to reduce costs and improve reliability. Electric ground transportation. We aim to convert 50% of ground transportation in Belize to electric. By learning how to read your meter, you will better understand how you consume energy and how your monthly bill is determined. Manage your energy use by conserving wherever possible. We continue to serve our customers by keeping you updated and making it easy to reach us anytime from anywhere, whether it's getting information about our programs, connecting new service, providing options to pay your electricity bill, or reporting a hazard. We are always here for you.
We are here at Highland Estates today to deliver 50 newly constructed studio homes to well-deserving families.
We have to say great big thanks to the people and government of Taiwan. Ambassador, please convey our greatest appreciation. This wouldn't happen without you, without your government, without the former president being so inspired, being so impressed by Minister Julius's presentation at that bilateral meeting.
The provision of affordable housing is the shared commitment and the common policy priority of both our governments. Taiwan is therefore very honored and pleased to partner with the government of Belize to support such an important program.
I'd like to give thanks to the Republic of China. 50 starter homes, ma'am, Ambassador, was done with your government's contribution of approximately $3 million Belize dollars. In addition to that, MIDH came in with our resources and we did the clearing of the bush. We did the surveying and the filling of the lot of a cost of approximately $500,000. Then we worked in collaboration with the utility companies to get some discount, and we managed to bring the cost of bringing power and water here for a cost collaboratively of $500,000.
I'm glad for this and I really appreciate it. This is for my children. This is something that I was like hoping for, longing for.
In 10 years, probably in 5 years, when you come back here, you're going to see it totally different. You're going to see some people that have added to their homes. You're going to see more homes being built. We, those that are being blessed and have the opportunities, we take these things for granted, but it's not. These are the things that really start to make people's lives better and give them a sense of purpose.
$50 and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
The Belize Bureau of Standards opened its doors to the public today with a Consumer Rights Open Day at the Belmopan Civic Center. The event focused on raising awareness about the 8 core consumer rights recognized worldwide and emphasized the Bureau's ongoing commitment to consumer protection. As the agency tasked with setting and enforcing national standards, the Bureau plays a key role in ensuring that goods and services meet safety, quality, and efficiency benchmarks. It also oversees the accuracy of weights and measures used across the country. Director Samantha Banner spoke about the importance of informing consumers and strengthening their ability to make informed choices.
Today we're hosting a Consumer Rights Information Day, and this is basically in commemoration of World Consumer Rights Day. It was internationally celebrated on March 15th. However, we were unable to host it then, but we still thought it was a necessary initiative to organize. And so what we did was bring together several agencies that have some responsibility for consumer protection, and they are here to inform consumers of their rights in various aspects, from prices to food safety, the environment, even utilities and finances, weights and measures as well, and standards. And so they provide the consumers with the relevant information so that when they're in their marketplace, they know exactly what their rights are and they can act as responsible, informed consumers. So there are 8 universal consumer rights, and those are your right to basic needs, and I think that says it all. You have a right to choose, so you can choose whatever products you want. You have a right to be informed. That comes with having all the relevant information so that you can make a decision on what product you wish to choose. You have a right to safety, meaning that the products you consume should not be detrimental to your health in any way. You have a right to be heard, because we know, all things being equal, everything don't always work out. Sometimes there are issues that we encounter and there is a need to express yourself. So you go back to the business establishment, you explain what your situation is, and you have a right to do so, and then you have a right to redress. And then you also have a right to consumer education, and that's what we aim to do, to promote our consumer rights, to bring together all the agencies so that consumers can be well informed and educated. And then you have a right to a healthy environment. So we live, work, grow, play, socialize in an environment that is conducive to our health and well-being.
A team of medical professionals from Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin joined forces with the Belmopan Church of the Nazarene today to offer a free occupational and physical therapy open day. The initiative aimed to support individuals living with disabilities by providing complimentary screenings, medications, and guidance on pain relief strategies. We spoke with someone from the Marquette delegation who told us more.
Yeah, so today we're doing assessments and evaluations for people that have physical disabilities, or those for educational services for caregivers with those with the disabilities, and providing education, exercises, whatever we have, and we brought a binder to give out to people so that they have these services and something to refer back to later. So far we've seen a slew of diagnoses and people with different things going on, including stroke, maybe some chronic pain, posture-related issues, and these are things that we've done just a couple of times already today, this morning, and people have walked out feeling better, maybe not pain-free, but on their way and feeling a lot better. So in those cases of chronic pain, providing reasons why they might be having some stuff that might be kind of exacerbating their symptoms, and then with stroke, trying to protect joints and make sure that their recovery is at least going a little bit smoother, not going any worse.
The next open day will be held at the Belompan Church of the Nazarene this coming Thursday, May 22, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Children with disabilities are also invited to attend and receive treatment. Following a more than 2 decades long absence, the literary arts such as short stories and poetry have made a return to the Festival of Arts with presentation of creative writing. A book of stories and poems, a publication written by primary and secondary students. At this event in Belize City, we heard from Kim Vasquez, director of the Institute of Creative Arts, NICH, who spoke about the publication and the importance of literary arts in a Festival of Arts.
Well, this is the commencement since yesterday of the primary school section of the National Festival of Arts. And today is day 2 for Belize District Festival of Arts. But as you said, we have quite a lot happening. After more than 2 decades, we have the return of the literary arts to the National Festival of Arts. Starting from last year, we made this known that we were determined to have poetry and short stories writing return as a strategic objective to the National Festival of Arts. And so we are so pleased to realize this goal today here with 44 students from across the country, both at the primary and secondary level. They submitted their short stories, their poetry, and we have published them into a book, and we hope that this will become an annual fixture, as it rightfully should be, in the National Festival of Arts. And also today we have the launch of the visual art upstairs in the Bilal Gallery. And again, this is a part of us growing the National Festival of Arts, coming out of COVID when it had gone dormant. And we are so pleased to see again the visual art growing this year with over 80 pieces of art upstairs from across the country, from preschool right up to secondary. We receive entries for the visual art, and that is also on display here at the Bliss this week as well. We decided in this first year that we wanted to really motivate and come out with a force with the creative writing publication. So we did not set any themes, any genres. We left it up to the young writers, and we were so delighted to see the variations in genres: science fiction, horror. And of course, many of them, did share personal reflections, things that expressed a lot of human emotion, even for such young writers. And of course, a number of them also paid tribute to our cultural heritage, to the history, to the beauty of Belize. And it really just was a mix. And as I said, this is both primary and secondary students. And the participation was really good. It was excellent. And we really have to commend the teachers and the schools and even the parents, who I think were behind them to get this done. I know that many schools were so elated when we reached out to them, because this has been a work in progress. And when we were finally able to say, okay, we are moving forward, they were so excited. And I think for them it is really significant for a young writer, for a poet, to have your work published. And we hope that more than anything, that this will be the seed, and that they will take this experience of being in the publication as the motivation to go forward and to continue to write. We really just want to, again, have the National Festival of Arts truly be a national platform for all the creative arts. And I'm so glad to hear them say that they feel included, and this was really important for us, that the literary arts return to the Festival of Arts, and that children that like to write, that are creatively inclined in that area of the arts, whether it's short stories or poetry, that they have this outlet, and that they also get the recognition and support they need to be motivated to keep this going.
We also heard from 2 first form students from the Belompan Methodist High School. Who spoke about their entries.
So what I entered was a story originated from when I was in Standard 4. I chose this one because, well, likely it fit the team a little bit better. Plus, I think I liked this one from Standard 4 was because it was really imaginative. It was about this turtle and this girl Samantha. She went on like this trip to Hawaii to visit her grandparents' resort, and she met this guy, Mr. Miller. He was really bad. He wanted to get this magical egg because he wanted to conduct researches on it. And well, Samantha, she did some research on it because she found the egg, and she was the chosen one. So she didn't allow Mr. Miller to get his hands on the egg. So that was my entry. The reason I picked it was because it was really imaginative.
My entry was a poem. It's based on like what a lot of young girls go through, like bullying and young pregnancies, like teenage pregnancies and stuff, and that they lost themselves in all of this world, that they can't remember how they were joyful when they were little.
GOB and the EU holds partnership dialogue in Belmopan. That's something we'll share more on when Plus News returns.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
This Saturday, get ready to fire it up down south. 6 Grill Warriors, 4 weekends, 1 National Grill Master. The heat is on as top contenders battle it out for $2,000 cash prize. Contestants will be judged on juiciness, presentation, and pure grilling power. But watch out, contestants can be voted off by their own rivals. Join us for food, fire, and fierce competition in Placencia, May 24th, 31st, and the grand finale, June 7th at Doyle Smoke Yard and Catering. Call 620-7147 or 600-2762 for more information. Grill Master Competition, who will reign supreme at the flames? Proudly sponsored by Grill Master, Beef Masters, Rustino's Imports, and PlusTV. Other sponsors include Tri Fitness Club, Alan Paradise Hotel.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because it's Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
Belize and the European Union held a high-level meeting to strengthen their partnerships based on shared values and global goals. The talks were led by Belize's Foreign Minister Francis Fonseca and EU Ambassador Erja Ascola. They discussed cooperation in areas like development, climate, energy, digital transformation, and education. The EU's Global Gateway investment agenda was highlighted as a way to help Belize grow in these sectors. They reviewed progress on existing EU-funded projects and looked at new ones focused on green growth and border management. The EU also shared updates on regional efforts in trade, the environment, and governance. Both sides confirmed their support for working together globally, especially ahead of the 2025 EU-CE-LAC summit in Colombia. Belize showed interest in joining the Schengen visa waiver list. Other topics included good governance, human rights, and the situations in Haiti, the Ukraine, and Gaza. They also talk about regional integration through CARICOM and SICA. The EU also repeated its support for peace efforts in the adjacency zone as Belize awaits the International Court of Justice's decision on Guatemala's territorial claim. And that brings us to the end of our newscast for tonight. We want to thank you so much for tuning into Plus News, and we will be looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow evening when you join us for all the latest happenings around the country. Until then, God bless you. Have a lovely evening. Take care.